Hello, and welcome back for more Tavern Talk. I am exhausted, so we are going to do we're going to get through 2 days today. Let's see how I'm feeling after day 2. Let's see if we cut the stream off or go for a third day. Got back from the movies. You'll hear all about it tomorrow when I finish drawing the picture for Instagram. We went and saw Red Wall. Great movie. Loved it. But anyway, let's get on to the game. I'm dying to see how this all resolves and who the mysterious person is from the innkeeper's past. So, Chapter 8. New Horizons. 4th of the Astral Moon. It's a dismal, rainy day. Oh, hello there, new person. Okay. They'll get a different voice later. I'm just gonna go normal. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. Else, did it work? No. But almost, I would have needed a drip of primordial seed to enhance the curvature, and that would have should have done it. But no access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopracticality it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory, duh. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? No, actually. That's to be expected. No offense, but you clearly aren't a wizard. And who are you to judge that? Oh, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. No need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Nice to meet you too. Just innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink just for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me better understand the primordial vortex. Gotcha. So focus, that's brainy. Yep. Sparkling nebula. Just the normal 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sparkling nebula. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing! I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get the primordial seawater to... Never mind. The explanation would be too complex to grasp. So... What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in this area. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. They're so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Yeah, structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there's no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I've found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I am an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're all dead? Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? Yeah. 1755. Curses! That's brutally long! So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened, and my mustache keeps falling off. Does anyone have any mustache glue? Spirit gum? I thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who had risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, didn't care. Those who had risen with you? There are more like you out there? Course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. Character information unlocked. Scully. Hexagon Hex is his name. That's interesting. Scully and Detective Melina. Okay. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zoford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more! Fishermen fear that Zoford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Nya! Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Rumor unlocked. Yay. Missing familiars in Zoford. Plum crypts and spooky armor. Here we go. Zoford's dock. Oh, sweet. So those two will match up. So these three match up with the Sea Witch. This one. Okay. Might tie in with. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to piece together the rumors. Because we have at least one full set of 3 we can make a quest with today, hopefully. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Yeah. Coming right up. Okay. See, I think that is the Thousand Winds that we're going to take. And that is using... Okay, so if we use this one, and we get 1, 2, and 1 here, and then 1, 2 there. So that's 2 of those. Oh, okay, we're just gonna get rid of all of this. So if we take this, and we go 1, 2, and then 1 and 2 there. There we go. I keep putting in the swiftness, but we don't need it. A real charmer just for you. Jolly! I feel I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Sorry, Yoli. Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know? I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving. I didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure? Academic hubris is a powerful one. Come on now, that type hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no you didn't. Thanks, bye. Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Hey, Innkeep, how's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. Yahaha! I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable? Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. It's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days. I mean, the stars fell from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world. There surely are. Like your drinks, Innkeep. That one really gurgled in my bones. So you already tried one? Indeed. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds or they'll give up immediately. Of course, coming right up. Okay. Something. Okay. Swift Strike Gather. Swift Strike. Okay. So we could go 1, 2, 3, and then one of these, and one of these. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know just what I need, Innkeeper. Do I throw in the favorite? Oh, do I throw in the favorite? What? Yes. I love her as much as I love Kyle. Of course I do. You're my favorite regular. I am? Yes. And you're my favorite innkeeper. Aw. Thank you, Fable. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out, I do, but I think that the sooner everyone can get back to normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid. Sounds like quite a useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. Ooh, did you see a trinket from my wall? Nobody's given me a trinket in so long. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So you accept donations for the ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful! In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Do you store it under your hat? Recipe unlocked. First snow. Like the sun reflecting off a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty state. In between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers, you'll find yourself well equipped to hike into the snowy mountains. Ooh. Of course, where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't, I'm just joking around. I hope I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Kyle! Whoa. That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime? Immaculate. He has his cape and a different vest color. But he still has slime, even though he's changed his clothes. You would even get excited about a rusted nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yep, makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Ree, nice to see you again. Likewise, dear innkeeper. How has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in? I like his hat. Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. Bless your heart, innkeeper, not knowing that. He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with a tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It just looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? Yes, it is her clock because the multi-named one stole it for me when he got your cape. I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, Innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Yes, let me read the letter. What is this letter? Not yet, no. Read it! Tragic. I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me? Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. Okay. Why not let's just go through with first snow. Okay, so it's plus there, plus there. That'll work. So if we take this guy. So we're done with the crown. We need one more swift. So that's there. And then we need 3 of the defense. 1, 2, 3. And that should be a first snow. What does that look like? Oh, that is pretty. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about innkeep, but I must say you know your job. So, how has the day been for just you two? The usual. Splendid! It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. Yay! And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Ray and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid, it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Barovia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the whole reason you wanted your cape, Kyle. There was a grand gathering of the vampires in Barovia, and you wanted to look your best, sweetie. That was the deal. I help you get your cape, so we can attend a fancy Barovian vampire banquet, and I get my gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation like 500 years ago. What? Didn't I mention that? No. What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Yeah. Say, innkeeper, what if you thought of a new drink? One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful! I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if my ex-husband stole my hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh. Maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. That would be bogus. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all. Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I'll still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her ever more, looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink? For me? Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Okay. So not the sparkling, the peak sunrise. He wants strong, but he... Okay. Maybe this is for Evelyn later, because he wants something that's mostly swordy. Okay, I think he'll like the Sailor's Courage more. So it's 3, 1, 1. So I need 6. What gives me everything but brains has to be plus. Okay, so if we put one of these in, and we need this 1 and 2, will get us to there. One of these guys. There we go. Oh no, that gives us the Southern Brawler. We need one more, one of this guy to make it the Sailor's Courage. Oh, that looks cool. I can't manage a broken heart, but perhaps this helps. Huh? It does! Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, huh? Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths, I told you. Rumor has it these are the roots of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia where they guard the capital. Ah, yes. A very good defense plan indeed. What is wood gonna do to protect the city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be on to something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Ray, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Oh, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then, but you won't munch on the shopkeep, will you? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minty in the flesh? Hello, Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. You know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you. I couldn't be more grateful. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do kids service bees still get a discount here? Always. So what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more... moist. Ha! Not the word I've used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. You told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their jobs. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the Lonesome Lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Oh, he's a horrible friend and didn't read her manuscript once. Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. You didn't read it at all, did you? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Lovely! I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work. Yeah, reliable. Would you like a drink while I try and engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey. I'll do my best. So she wants something majorly brainy. Let's go with Peak Sunrise. Looks like 1 and 2 and 3. So if we go here, we get one more of these. There. Okay. Then we get 2 of these. And 1 of these. For the Peak Sunrise. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology, no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be? Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over there, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in around 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Yeah. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minty. Have a safe and pearlful journey. Ha! I'll try. Seven days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? Yes, new quest. Okay, we were doing Zoford. So let's Zoford, and this one. There's a scandal in Zoford. The lively port city of Zoford is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Zoford's docks? Innkeep. Great. Okay. Sadly, even though it's super early and it's only been like not even half an hour since we started, I'm gonna unfortunately call it a night because I cannot stop yawning. And in such a talk-heavy game like this, it's so annoying to be stopping like every other sentence just to yawn. So I am going to go get a lot of sleep. And then we might do 2 streams tomorrow because I want to do some crafty stuff. And I want to continue on with the story because it's getting good. We're not even at the halfway point and I want to finish this so bad. But anyway, that has been Tavern Talk Day 8. Join me tomorrow at 8 p.m. for days 9 and on. And probably sometime randomly in the afternoon for a random little crafting stream while I make stuff. Anyway, hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.